Hi, and welcome to another episode of The Disruptive Author. My name's Deborah Fay, and I am the founder and CEO of Disruptive Publishing. Last week, I talked about the fear of being seen, why we might be afraid to be seen, and how to push through that fear so that we can realize our dream of becoming a published author. So this week, I wanted to talk about another fear that holds authors back, and that's the fear of success. Is it really a thing, do you think? And more specifically, is it affecting you? Let's dive deeper into this topic and find out if the fear of success is actually holding you back. Given the option, I think most people want to be successful. And under normal circumstances, I think we all aim to be our very best. So it may or may not be surprising to you to know that while most people say they want to be successful, many people are actually afraid of success, and some people don't even know it. The fear of success really isn't a myth. It's actually a very real problem, and a lot of people don't understand it, even when they find themselves sabotaging their own success. Self-sabotage is a subconscious program that affects authors without them even knowing it's happening, because many of their fears about success aren't even triggered until they begin to experience some level of success for themselves, whether that's in their mind, in their imagination, or in their reality. The fear of success is a real thing, and it can be holding you back from a level of success that you claim to want as a published author. It's different to the fear of being seen or even the fear of failure. We explored the fear of being seen last week, and the fear of failure includes things like beating yourself up for not being ready, not getting it right, or missing the mark. The fear of success, on the other hand, includes a whole lot of anxiety around being unable to manage the changes that will undoubtedly come with success. There's a lot of reasons why people might fear success. 3 of the most common include imposter syndrome, fear of judgment, and the fear of the unknown. Now, imposter syndrome is the belief that you aren't as capable as you seem to think others think you are. The internal dialogue going on in your head makes you feel like you're faking it, and you don't really deserve the success you're manifesting. Boy, do I know that one. The sense of being found out can gnaw at your confidence and can cause you to self-sabotage. The fear of judgment. Well, many authors fear success because they worry they will be judged, and they can let this stop them and push away success before they even have a chance to experience what it feels like. Worrying about other people's perceptions and opinions can definitely influence your behavior and keep you from being successful. And one of the biggest and most common fears that can sabotage an author's success is the fear of not knowing what might happen. The thing is, though, anything could happen. A debilitating fear of the unknown is often tied to mindset and our emotional set point. People who have a tendency to worry often focus on the potential roadblocks on the way to success rather than focusing on all the potential opportunities. One of my favorite sayings is from Mark Twain, who says, "I've faced a lot of worries in my life, most of which never actually came to pass." A lot of people do fear success, and I don't even know if they know it. So, it's simply because they don't recognize the symptoms that they don't get it. Some behaviors might seem unrelated to the fear of success and might show up in strange ways, but ultimately they will be getting in the way of our success. Is it normal to fear success? It's certainly normal to fear the unknown. There's no way to know, there's no one way to success, and there's no clear direction to success. So unexpected things are bound to happen along the way. I guess the trick here would be to see any obstacles as opportunities to grow and change, which makes the success even more meaningful and richer, rather than worrying about what could go wrong and letting that rob you of what could go right. Knowing that fear of success really is a thing and that it can prevent great people from achieving great things, what can we do to minimize its effect? Well, I guess the first thing would be to acknowledge it, name it, and identify how it's holding us back. So how do I know if I'm fearful of success? Well, you may not notice you're fearful of success until you start seeing a pattern of interruptions and behaviors that seemingly get in your way of moving forward with ease. It may be as simple as you feel uneasy taking certain steps towards your goal. Fear can make you feel very uncomfortable, and some fear is normal when you're heading into new territory. So sign number one that you have a fear of success is that you worry about your ability to manage everything. A fear that it will be too hard, too time-consuming, or too complicated prevents many authors from taking the next step towards success. Not only can writing a book feel overwhelming and difficult, there are responsibilities and expectations that will need to be managed once the book is published. Adopting a solution-focused mindset will help you stay open to being successful, and that's all you need to do is stay open. Sign number two that you have a fear of success is that you worry about what people will think. Now, worrying about the potentially wide variety of reactions from people you know can make it really hard to move forward. Trust me when I say, though, that when you become published, you will be very surprised at the responses you get, as well as the responses you don't get from the people around you. Remember, you can't please all of the people all of the time, and you won't. Are you going to let that stop you from achieving something that really matters to you, though? Ultimately, being true to yourself and focusing on what you think matters most is what you need to be focusing on. And the third sign that you have a fear of success is that you avoid the spotlight. Now, we talked about the fear of being seen last week. So if you notice you're avoiding the spotlight, then maybe this is a thing for you. A lot of authors are in fact introverts, and it is natural for them to want to stay out of the spotlight. But if you're letting your fear of discomfort stop you from achieving your goal of becoming published, then this is a good sign it's a problem for you, and you need strategies in place to help you push through this. Working towards success requires an emotional maturity and a willingness to be vulnerable. It may feel awkward or scary to begin with, but your exposure can be managed and it doesn't have to happen all at once. Take everything one step at a time and don't allow yourself to be overwhelmed. Fear of success really is not unusual, but don't let it stop you from being all you can be. If you're here to deliver a message to the world, then dig deep. Find the courage to do it. Take a leap of faith and trust that everything will fall into place for you. That's it from me for this week. I hope that will be helpful to you, and it'll help you keep going when it gets uncomfortable. You might like to check out some of my videos on my very new YouTube channel. It's called Disruptive Publishing, of course. And you can go to disruptivepublishing.com.au/join the club if you'd like to know how to join our Authorpreneurs Bootcamp. That's where we show authors how to write, publish, and promote their books, and we'd love to have you join us. Have a great week, everyone, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.